Today we are making our tomato stew. So here we have the pepper, the tatashi, we have our nutmeg, we have carrot, we have our seasoning, we have ginger, we have all these seasonings you're seeing here, and we have salt. This is the fresh tomato, neatly washed. Then we have our chicken, which we'll be using for today's stew. You can use any protein of your choice, but I'm using chicken. So here we add our seasoning. We are seasoning the chicken right now. Add your seasoning. We are using Maggi seasoning for this stew. So we added 2 cubes of Maggi seasoning. We have our onions. We are putting our onions. We cut the onions and put in it. So we have our salt. We've added our salt. Depending on how you want it, add your salt according to your desire. Then our curry powder. This is curry we are putting now. This is chicken seasoning powder. All purpose, for use it to season whatever you want to season. It gives your food this nice taste. We have thyme, which we are going to add to the chicken. Thyme brings out the beautiful taste and aroma in your chicken and in your stew. Very nice. We have our cinnamon is very healthy and also very good for cooking. So here we add our nutmeg powder. After that, we stir so that all the seasoning will get into the mix very well, because when you don't stir it, some parts might have more seasoning than the rest. So it's always good you stir everything with the meat and with the seasonings you've added to make sure that everything blends in well. After that, you cover, allow it to stay for like 5 minutes before putting it on fire. Then in a separate pot, we are going to make our stew. So now, if some people like to fry their tomato, I don't fry my tomato. I always add my oil, then add the mixture, all the mixtures. This is combination of the tomato or the pepper, the ginger, the carrot, everything I've blended. The onions, we've blended everything very well. You can see how smooth it is. We've blended it. Now we are cooking the mixture. Like I said, I don't fry my tomato, so I'm going to pour in this mixture and allow it to cook very well. We are going to stir to make sure that the oil and the tomato blend well. We have to mix the two together. So we cover, allow it to cook for 15 minutes. So we are back to our meat though. This chicken is a strong one, so we have to cook it very, very well. It's ready. We grilled it. We are back to our stew. Now, this is the tomato mixture. We are now going to season it. We have added our Maggi, all the things we added in our meat when we are cooking the meat. That's also the same thing we are putting in this tomato mixture. Our curry, our all-purpose seasoning. We have our salt to taste. You add salt depending on how tasty you want your food to be. And we've poured in our meat stock now. This is the meat stock we've poured in. We are going to stir everything again. Cover it. We covered it for like 10 minutes before. Sorry, we didn't show that part before adding our meat, because this tomato, we did not fry it, so the tomato have to cook very well. If the tomato does not cook very well, it will be tasting somehow. So it's cooked very, very well. And now we are putting in our meat. After that, see, we've turned it to yummy yummy. This stew is so delicious when you try. Very simple but delicious. So we've stirred everything. We allow to cook again. Sorry, we are not showing the part where we cover the pot and allow to cook. So my people, our stew is ready to serve.